major with an after-school job, a college student with a part-time job, or a worker in a temporary position till you get back on your feet, chances are you are earning minimum wage, which is currently $7.25 in this country. The question is, can you make a real decent living off of it? Did you know that any American with a minimum wage working a full-time job cannot afford a 2-bedroom apartment in this country? Is that really some decent living that we should be okay with? I'm here to show how life is working at minimum wage and the benefits that would happen if we were to raise minimum wage. According to pewresearch.org, 3% of workers earn at or below minimum wage. This might not sound like a lot, but that translates into 3.6 million workers. Unfortunately, 3 million workers is not all teenagers. 64% of those 3 million workers, in fact, are people trying to support a family, kids, and a home. With the minimum wage at $7.25 per hour, is that really enough to do all this? Even with financial help such as food stamps and government programs, studies show that this is not enough, and people will still struggle in this economy. The minimum wage must be raised only to help these people, but to help benefits the whole nation. And with these reasons, I will clearly state it will be clear to see why it would help. The first and obvious reason we should raise the minimum wage is it would help many families get out of debt. According to Salon.com, the incomes of 28 million Americans would be raised if the minimum wage was raised. This will lead many Americans from the lower class to slowly climb up into the middle class bracket. When families' incomes are raised, they now have money to spend. When they have money to spend, they spend it, and when they spend it, this goes into the economy and makes it better, which leads into my next reason. When money is spent, the economy by default will improve. Only normal, middle, and lower class Americans would help this because they quote-unquote spend in the real economy. The top 1% wealthy Americans do not. This helps our nation and everyone involved because it gets the economy steadily moving up, and this will greatly improve our nation over the years. Another reason raising the minimum wage would help is to stop the abuse of workers. According to Salon.com, it would help to migrate the abusive, exploitative working practices of a number of employers who take advantage of the currently low minimum wage to seek cut rate out. This will definitely help here locally in San Antonio due to illegal immigrants coming over the border here so close to home. Finally, raising the minimum wage is just the right thing to do. It would be justice for everyone who had to suffer in this horrible economy for the past 30 years. It is what hard-working Americans deserve and what we've been striving for. In conclusion, raising the minimum wage has many benefits like the ones I just said for you and the whole nation as a whole. Most Americans are in fact supporting this. 73% of those surveyed by pewresearch.com were in support of raising it to $10.10 per hour. Currently, the minimum wage is at $7.25 in most states, including here in Texas, and sometimes even as high as $9.50 in Washington, D.C. area. Unfortunately, some states, such as Georgia, have it as low as $5.15. So it's not great to have minimum wage in some states such as Georgia. Hopefully, our government sees the horrible living conditions people are living in when they work on minimum wage. And hopefully they also see the many benefits that will come if we were to raise minimum wage. Only good things will come from this. Thank you for your time.